I thought we'd just hang out, and I would try to give you some tips on how you might influence your business.
I first had this desire to talk about what I do back when I was working at startups. I would take time from the startup to go off and talk and speak at conferences about how I was working and iteratively and everything. And people are always surprised. They're like, "Aren't you a professional speaker or coach?" I was like, no, I'm just working at a startup over here. I was a designer, I was writing code, I was managing clients, I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff because it's a startup. And I realized our customers didn't care at all. So before we ran out of money, I like to call it a pivot, but really we just panicked and we didn't want to live with our parents and pack everything up. So we went B2B, and that's when we took off and we were acquired for 16 million. One of my favorite parts about being up on stage is how I can tell a story through a failed idea that everyone thought was brilliant.
I work with a team in New York where they had this idea for a dating app for men. So it was, hey, you want to take someone on a first date, you're probably generally clueless about where to take them. There's this app that's like a bot who will give you dating advice.
My favorite part is to be able to make people laugh while educating them.
We thought we'd get a couple signups, and we got 1,000 signups on the first day. And then we had this situation where guys who were somewhat lonely texting a bot, and then the bot wasn't responding to them, and they were going, "Even the bot ignores me." And I'm like, no, this is not what we're trying to do here.
We're actually saving companies money by not investing in things that nobody wants to buy.
It would have taken a lot of time to figure out, will people actually pay for this? And that didn't actually play out, and we paused it.
And that's why I like getting up in front of crowds to teach them what to do and what not to do and help them learn from my mistakes.
It's not about the tool, it's about you telling a story that people can understand.
It did not come naturally to me at all.
I had a founder come up to me and say, "You know what, this is the first time anyone's ever understood my startup."
It took a lot of practice to really have this persona of me and have me shine through.
You've worked so long at your startup and nobody has any idea what you're doing.
But also be comfortable in front of a large crowd.
There is a power behind storytelling.
If I'm speaking at your event, I'm talking about innovation. I'm talking about how you make good investment decisions, how you de-risk new things you're working on.
I love experimentation mostly because it helps people deal with risk and uncertainty.
I talk about the process. More importantly, I talk about all these experiments that we have in the book. There are 44 different experiments in here.
One of my all-time favorites is Wizard of Oz.
And they're categorized by how to choose based on your type of risk. And so I often refer to the book.
If you do this well, you're putting together a list of all the steps to deliver the product.
When I'm about to speak to a large group of people, it really gets me excited because I know I can tell a story and help educate them. And I just love teaching.
My challenge to all of you is,
what's your value prop? Who's your segment? How do you build relationships? How do you reach them? How do you make money?
if you have an amazing product and the wrong business model, you're going to fail.
If you're looking for someone to speak at your event on innovation or how to test business ideas,
When you start as product managers and you understand that there are more options available, that you can apply your level of thinking that you're already amazing at, that's when you're going to be super impactful.
reach out. Let's have a conversation. You can reach me at davidjbland.com.
Thank you for your time today. Good luck.